I will destroy your faith, your family, just like I did your father's. Ha 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 ha!
Now so I walk out, they search for peace, dust for my feet, me no they cease. Sunrise they call me, they whisper true, say my pikin, the road they wait for you. Shine your light.
After the incident with Aaron, Vanessa took emergency leave from work. She couldn't bear the thought of facing him the very next day. In the quiet that followed, she reflected deeply and made a series of bold decisions. She would return to work, walk into Aaron's office, and offer a sincere apology. Then, with unwavering focus, she'd dedicate herself to earning back his trust. Only after that would she initiate the second phase of her plan. It was risky, calculated, and far from innocent. With a quiet grin tugging at her lips, Vanessa stepped into motion. Vanessa, Aaron's secretary, or so everyone believed, was on her way to visit her father as part of the final phase of her carefully orchestrated plan. What few knew was that Vanessa wasn't just a secretary. She was the daughter of Mr. Addison, a multi-billion-dollar business magnate and a top-tier legal executive with an Ivy League pedigree. Her summer stint as a secretary in one of her father's companies had started as a whim. But after crossing paths with Aaron, she stayed longer than intended, drawn in by something more personal. She entered her father's private lounge, where he sat sipping a rare vintage. "You're aging well," she said, settling into the chair opposite him. Mr. Addison raised an eyebrow. "What request do you have this time?" Vanessa feigned offense. "Dad," he chuckled dryly, "you never show up unless you need something." It was true. Their meetings were rare and always transactional. "I need your charming CEO to arrange a work trip for me and my boss, Aaron," she said, her tone light but deliberate. "Aaron?" Mr. Addison smirked. "The married one? Promising young professional?" Vanessa's expression didn't flinch. She leaned in slightly, her voice cool and confident. "I can't wait to see Mama's reaction when she gets to know I have a half-brother. Anyway, it is none of my business," she said casually, but knew this dealt a blow to her father's ego. The old man knew better than to trade words with his daughter. He sipped his drink with an expressionless face and poured himself more. "I always get what I want, Dad. Always," Vanessa said. She left without waiting for a reply. She had no intention of being directly involved in the setup. It would risk exposing her true identity. Instead, she pulled strings through another top executive, quietly orchestrating a 3-day off-site meeting that would place her and Aaron alone, away from distractions. "He won't be able to avoid me this time," she thought, a slow smile forming as she walked away. Meanwhile, Tessa, Aaron's wife, had stormed off to the pawn shop, clutching his work laptop. Still seething over the $2,000 Aaron had withdrawn from her account without permission, she'd made a snap decision: sell the laptop and reclaim the money herself. Back home, Aaron had just returned from the playground with their children. He headed to his desk, ready to prepare for an important meeting, only to find the laptop missing. He paused, confused, scanning the room. No sign of it. Just then, Tessa walked in, a smirk playing on her lips. "Lost something?" she asked, her tone cool and deliberate. Aaron turned, puzzled. "Do you know where my laptop is?" Tessa leaned casually against the doorframe. "You might want to check with the pawn shop," They gave me $2,000 for it. Aaron's face strained of color. "You're joking, right?" he said, voice rising. But the look in Tessa's eyes told him otherwise. "That's my company's laptop," he stammered. "It has all the amended contracts for tomorrow's meeting." Without another word, Aaron bolted out the door and jumped into his car. He raced to the pawn shop, praying the laptop hadn't been sold yet. But it was too late. The cashier, unfazed, informed him the device had already been formatted and sold. There was nothing they could do. Aaron stepped outside, collapsed into the driver's seat, and stared ahead. Fury and disbelief welled up inside him, and tears blurred his vision. He was shattered. Vanessa's pretense as a secretary had come with one particularly unpleasant complication. The persistent, repulsive advances of Mr. Trevor, the company's CEO. He was a short, rotund man with discolored teeth, a sheepish grin, and a gleaming bald head. His inflated ego and delusional self-importance made him all the more unbearable. Vanessa loathed his arrogance most of all. Though she had tried to deflect his attention with subtle avoidance and polite indifference, her patience was wearing thin. Her disdain was becoming harder to conceal. Trevor, meanwhile, had noticed something that stung his pride even more. Vanessa's quiet admiration for Aaron. He'd seen the way her eyes lingered on Aaron across the office, and it made him burn with jealousy. One afternoon in the company dining hall, Trevor spotted Vanessa sitting alone, her gaze fixed on Aaron at the far end of the room. Her expression was soft, almost wistful. Trevor couldn't resist. He strutted over and sat beside her, uninvited. Vanessa's appetite vanished instantly. After a few strained minutes of forced conversation, she stood up, gathering her tray. But Trevor's voice cut through the air, calm, yet laced with menace. "Sit down, secretary. I run this place." Vanessa froze, her fury igniting. She turned to face him, eyes blazing. "Douchebag," she said coldly. "Speak to me like that again, and I'll have you removed from this company so fast your ego won't know what hit it." Trevor's face twisted in disbelief. "You? An ordinary secretary? I'll have you fired." Vanessa didn't flinch. She walked away, her mind already racing. She had tolerated enough. It was time to get rid of Trevor, but without revealing her true identity as the daughter of the Addison Empire, heir to one of the most powerful business legacies in the country. The game was shifting, and Vanessa was ready to play it her way. Aaron arrived at the office early the next morning. He needed to speak with Mr. Trevor immediately to explain that the company laptop, containing the final edits of a $6.5 million contract, had been lost. The implications were devastating. His reputation, his job, and the trust he'd built were all hanging by a thread. When he finally sat down with Mr. Trevor, the CEO's reaction was swift and brutal. Outwardly, Trevor appeared furious, his voice sharp, his expression grim. But beneath the surface, he was quietly excited. This was the perfect excuse to eliminate the man who had captured Vanessa's attention. "You're fired," Trevor said coldly, relishing every word. Aaron left the building in silence, his thoughts spiraling, and he prayed and thanked God. He drove home, numb and alone, the weight of failure pressing down on him. When Vanessa heard what had happened, she rushed to the car park, hoping to catch him before he left. But she was too late. Erin had already driven off. Her heart pounded with rage. She wouldn't let this stand. Without hesitation, she called her personal assistant over the phone. "Get the jet ready," she ordered. Then she turned and stormed toward the CEO's office, her heels echoing like a warning. Trevor had crossed a line, and Vanessa was done playing nice.
Thanks for watching to the end. I am sure you want to know what happens next. Subscribe and stay tuned for next week's episode.
Now so I walk up, they search for peace. Dust for my feet, you know they cease. Sunrise they call me, they whisper true. Say, my peak in the road, they wait for you. Shine your light, oh, shine on bright for the dark, now you they fight. Shine your light, oh, shine on well, even they sing, my bell they kneel. River they flow, they carry my tears. While I pass, but grace they near. Under the mango, I hear the song. Spirit they move, no go wrong. Oh Papa, you they hold my hand for this dry land. Now you I stand. Shine your light, oh shine on bright for the dark. Now you they fight. Shine your light, oh shine on well, even they sing my body now. Them go talk say I know feel rise, but you don't lift me to the skies. Every drum beat they call your name. Now you alone, you they quench the flame.